No, 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 don't use that. Don't use that Daily Mail bag. Don't. Hi, I'm Willam, and I'm here to answer questions from the Daily Mail bag. Ooh, I love a fat sack of mail. Oh, dump it on me. Yes, okay. Your musical parodies are mega popular. What does your creative process involve when transforming songs into comedic pieces? Well, I've done a lot of songs that are qualified as earworms, I would say, because people always just come up to me and instead of saying hi, they just start singing, like Boy is the Bottom or RuPaulize, lots of things. Usually a word gets in my head and I think it's funny, and then I hear a song and I'm like, oh, and that's how it kind of happens. It hasn't happened in a while. Maybe lightning will strike today, though. Ooh, next letter. Okay, this letter is my new favorite. It's 8 words. How much did you spend last year on drag? I just got my taxes back. I'm trying to do the math in my head. What's 48 over 365? I can't really tell you how much I spent on drag in a year, but I can tell you just like how much this outfit is. This wig was $350. Chiquitita, thank you, honey. This Christopher John Rogers shirt was from The Real. Originally it was probably like 11. I think I got it for like 4. These boots are Marc Jacobs Kiki boots. I think 500. These nails were 45. The earrings were free from my friend Francisco at Area. Ooh, what's it gonna be? Ooh. Tape usually goes on my balls, not my hands. You didn't see that. Maybe you didn't see that. Thank you so much. She had some velocity. Are there some days when you can't be bothered getting into full drag for work? No, absolutely not, because this is the easy part. This is where I get to like be creative and pick what color I want to put where, green cut crease, purple lip, who knows what. I love getting in drag. I consider it a privilege. I think being in drag is like being in the service industry. You should always try to make people happy or predict their needs, and I feel like drag queens do that. Like, we'll always have lip gloss or like a key to f up your ex's car or to or whatever you need, you know? Oh, this one. Oh my God. This is why people don't send mail anymore. This could have been an email. Hear ye. Honestly, is RPDR, RuPaul's Drag Race, tired? How can the show bring new life to the tried and tested format? No, it's not, but people will always find something to complain about. You're welcome that there's drag on TV. We love RuPaul, but of course there's gonna be problems. Oh, I don't like her. She didn't say this right. She sent my favorite home. This one's a Nazi. That one is a predator. Anyway, so I think that it is not tired, RuPaul's Drag Race, and they are switching up the formats. All Stars is crazy. They have more girls than ever. It's like round robins of Hunger Games, and the girls just like, are, I think, being picked off one by one, and then it's great. I'm not mad at all. Drag fans? No. Yes. What's one role you would kill to play? Okay, I have a couple. I would love to play Doris Fish. She made a movie called Vegas in Space. It's crazy and like culty, and she was a drag queen who financed this movie by hooking. I would also love to play Riff Raff in the new Rocky Horror Picture Show at the Roundabout that Pam Stinkleton is doing. I would love to be in Drag the Musical in whatever country they do it. How about that? 3 roles. Oh, and a Hawaiian role. Those are the best kind of roles. No, If you had RuPaul in a room, just the 2 of you, what would you say to her? I would ask her if she went to visit her friend Matthew yet, because I know she hasn't seen him in a while. He used to do her hair and her makeup and her photography, her retouching, basically everything except make the outfits. And Matthew is not on set anymore, and he's not able to work. And the good people at World of Wonder are nice enough to foot the bill for his care, but nobody goes to visit him, which is weird, other than me. I see the sign-out sheet. So yeah, I would ask her if she visited Matthew recently, because she always credits her crossing over and finally making it to the fact that she adopted this big blonde supermodel persona at the time, and the person that put that on her was a gentleman named Matthew Anderson, who's amazing. If you don't know who Matthew is and you're hearing about him for the first time now, look him up. He did the little dot on Janet in the Gonna Make video. He's done so many legendary looks. A lot of the top model looks that everybody grew up seeing with Raja doing. Raja was there because Matthew. The pink eyebrow, no doubt Gwen Stefani phase, ex-girlfriend, that was Matthew. He's done so many iconic looks, so check him out. And also stream RuPaul, gift shop.
She's gonna get murdered.
I can't.
They're gonna assassinate you. You can't say that.
Yes, I can. Ooh! In Nip Tuck, you played the trans character Cherry Peck. In 2025, do you feel like trans roles can be played by non-trans actors and vice versa? Vice versa. That would mean that trans people could play roles that aren't trans. I believe that can be the case, yes. And I also believe that people who are not trans can play trans roles if it means a movie or a message can get out there that otherwise wouldn't if there wasn't star power attached to it, like Felicity Huffman. We know a girl named Alexandra Billings, a trans icon from Transparent and tons of other things. She was originally cast in that role. And then when Felicity decided to sign on, everything got greenlit, more money. So it's one of those things where it's a personal choice for the actor. Will I play trans roles anymore? It depends. I look at the material and see if this is a story I should be telling. And if it is, I can do it. If not, I don't do it. If I were to take on a trans role today, I would make sure that it kind of aligned with who I am trans-wise, because I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. It's not worth a little bit of shine to get everybody in the community that I belong to mad at me because I'm playing a T-girl and I don't have or something, But I consider myself trans because I'm a transvestite, which is someone who dresses in the opposite gender's clothing. But I guess we should change that anyway, since gender is a construct and we should tear it apart. But girl, I don't know. If you're SAG and you have $248, I'll probably do the role. I know people that have walked away from roles, and that's why I've gotten them, because they wouldn't play a role that was written badly, like a hooker role. It was on some show with some old people. What was it? The Kaminsky Method. Thank you, Daryl Stevens, for walking away from that part. Oh, Cherry Peck. Wow, that was 20 years ago, guys. Don't I look better? Tell me what you don't like about yourself. From Nip Tuck to A Star Is Born, your acting credits are super diverse. How do you choose roles that align with your personal brand and artistic goal? Oh, that's so funny. I say yes to everything. I do not say no. I am not one of those actors that's like, oh, let me see what I'm gonna do for my next role. Oh, Merchant Ivory. Or shall I go, CW? Girl, I say yes to everything. And in fact, A Star Is Born, we all got cast, and then we did the hair and makeup test, and then we got cut. I was at Tom Daly's wedding, and between the rehearsal dinner and the ceremony, I get a text saying, terrible, terrible news, all your scenes have been cut. And then a week later, they called and checked my avail, and they said, okay, it's back in because Lady Gaga fought for our inclusion of the drag queens in the movie. Thanks, Gaga, we love you. Trying to be happy at a wedding when someone tells you you've just been cut from a Lady Gaga movie, and you've already told everybody, including some from NPR who doesn't believe you. Hi, Ari. He believes me now. Tell us something about being in an off-Broadway show that normal people wouldn't know. The reason an off-Broadway show is called off-Broadway is because the number of seats in the theater, not because the caliber of the performance or the quality of the show. So if a show has less than 300 seats, it's off-Broadway, I think. But also, I'm a really good actor. I don't even know. Some seat number difference. But yeah, that's the difference between off-Broadway and on-Broadway. Oh yeah, and Broadway people usually make a living wage for New York City. Who are some of the newer queens that you think could be the future of drag? Girls that I think could be the future of drag include people like Tace, Lydia Butthole Collins, me. Bob. Bob went on Drag Race and said, you know what, winning your show won't even be the biggest thing that I do. And look at her, she's touring with Madonna. She just wrote a book about Harriet Tubman, finally getting that story out there. There's some girls that haven't been on the show who I would love to see on the show, like Pablo Vittar. Like, why has she not been a guest on Drag Race as a judge? She is the most followed drag queen in the world, if you add up all of her socials. She's from Brazil, and she's amazing. She had that song with Charlie XCX, Flashbulb, or she's like, take my picture, take my picture. Anyway, Courtney Act should be hosting Drag Race Down Under. Gloria Groove, she's a Brazilian queen who's sickening. She was on the cover of Vogue, a Vogue cover that I have on my wall because she's just so inspiring. Envy Peru, she's sickening. I could see her like hosting the Olympics one day or something. Oh, this girl named Call Her Six. She's an Emmy winner for We're Here, an amazing makeup artist. She's on tour right now painting Alyssa Edwards. And I think she should be on too. She has a great story and big old lips. They help with blowing producers and applying cosmetics, the lips. Okay. Next message. You played Victor Garber and Jack's best friend Luigi in the off-Broadway show Titanic, un parody musical. What drew you to this role and how did you make the characters your own? I saw Titanic for the first time in New York, and what drew me to the show was the amazing music and the fact that it's only 90 minutes. And I was like, okay, I could do that, and then go out. And then I saw it and the music was so good and everybody had so much fun that I just wanted to be on stage so badly with them. And then 4 days later, a role came open and then I auditioned for it. And then they booked me. That's how it came about. Ooh, you got a big one. What qualities do you think someone needs in order to make a successful podcast? Well, not to Susie toot my own horn, but I'm an executive producer of many successful podcasts, including Race Chaser with Alaska and Willam, Hot Goss, Sloppy Seconds with Meatball and Big Dipper, Very Delta with Delta Work, Hall and Closet with Jada Essence Hall and Hiding Closet. We've done lots of podcasts, and I think the trick to getting a podcast to stick is keeping people engaged in their ears. You have to be funny or relatable or something. You can't just be like, oh, what should we talk about? It's one of those things where you gotta have the gift of gab and eat your yapple sauce and just yap, 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 yap. Earworms, again, just like my musical parodies, it's about being an earworm and getting in there and like being a part of someone's week where they know on Mondays it's this show, Wednesdays is this show. And it's like checking in with your friends. It's like getting ready in a dressing room between Raja and Delta when you listen to Very That with Raja and Delta. It's like you're in there with them. You have to be someone that people wanna get in there. No, ugly, stupid, dumb, purple. Does Alaska know any of your deepest, darkest secrets? What are they? Secrets are something that is a secret. I don't know, like I'm not gonna tell you like, I f***ed a cousin or something. What's next? You've been making Race Chaser with Alaska for years now. Are you able to read her better than anyone else? Baby, you can't read the doll. You can't read her at all, and I would never try to read her. But if I did, I would probably talk about her mangy toe hair. But I don't. So no, I can't read her. It's like, I'm so proud of my sister. I love her so much. And we host a podcast together, Race Chaser and Hot Goss on the Mom Podcast Network. See you there. Or actually, I'll hear you there because it's a podcast. But we also film it. It's on YouTube. See you there. Well, the recycling people are going to have a hell of a time cleaning this up. Thank you so much. Glad I didn't get a paper cut daily mailbag.